Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are filming on our iPad and hopefully that works out for us. Alright, let's talk about something that I recently feel like I discovered. By the way, I love my sweatshirt. It says Jesus is King. I got this from Shein a while back. Okay, so today's topic. So I made a video called I Feel Ugly, which got a lot more views than I was expecting. And it was basically just today, that particular day, I just did not feel good about myself. It's not that I actually think I'm ugly. I just want to say that. It's like, I just felt horrible at myself. Like, sometimes you just have those days where you're just, it's very, very hard to see yourself in a good light. Overall, I don't think that's how I feel about myself though. It was just one of those days, guys. But I appreciate all of the love and support I got on that video. People were so sweet. I did say in the video, like, I wasn't fishing for compliments. It wasn't really about, I need other people's validation to feel good about myself. It was just, it was really just, it's more of like a mindset. Like, a lot of the biggest challenges people face is with their own mindset. So anyways, I feel much better now. But going off of that, let me just also say something. In that video, I talked about how, like, I had done my makeup, I had done my lashes, and I've recently just come to the conclusion that wearing too much makeup actually makes me feel ugly. And I don't know what it is. Well, this is what I'm going to say. I think that a lot of, like, the makeup trends, some of the makeup trends I feel like that have gotten really popular over the years are actually makeup trends started by drag queens. So, like, the heavy makeup, the heavy lashes, those types of, like, the heavy, super heavy makeup, the really big lashes, those things were popularized in the drag community. And I don't know why, but more recently, I feel like when I wear really big lashes or just a lot over makeup, I don't feel good about myself and I feel ugly. And it almost makes me feel masculine because, in a sense, it's almost like you're doing drag makeup, even though, obviously drag queens are doing makeup, those are men doing makeup. So in a sense, it's almost like it makes you look more masculine to wear heavier makeup. And it's funny because I feel like a lot of men have been saying that, like, they prefer women who don't wear a lot of makeup. And I wonder if because there's, like, this subconscious thing that, we associate a lot of makeup, or I wonder if those men subconsciously associate a lot of makeup to drag queens, and then they see women who wear a lot of makeup as being more masculine. I just wonder that. But anyways, yeah, basically recently, and I don't really like the over my overly made up face. Now, most of the time I get on here with little to no makeup on. Actually, most of the time I'm not wearing makeup at all, and I'm perfectly fine with my bare face. I'm not one of those, I don't feel like I have to wear makeup. Now, I shared before, like, when I was in cosmetology school, I used to feel like I had to wear makeup, and I was always wearing lashes, and it was just like, a part of it was just like I loved the idea of makeup, the creativity of makeup. I wanted to be a makeup artist. And I feel like makeup should, like, if you're doing makeup and wearing makeup, it should make you feel and look your best. So if you're doing makeup and you still don't feel great about yourself, it's like, why? What's the reason? Like, why are you putting on all of that makeup and it's making you feel less about yourself? or it's making you feel like you have to wear it in order to look good. So, my relationship with makeup, it kind of like fluctuates. Like, I feel like I love makeup for this in the sense of like the creative outlet it gives me, because I'm a more artistic, creative person. So, doing my makeup for me is like a form, a creative outlet for me to just try a new look or do something funny. It's not necessarily about like, I need this to look good, but in that video, I was wearing like heavier makeup, and I honestly did not feel good about myself. I was like, all of this makeup I'm wearing is not making me feel good. It made me feel uglier. And I was like, I put on lashes, and it's like usually when I wear lashes, I get a little boost. But that day, I just felt like these lashes are too much. It's too much. It's not making me feel good. And honestly, um, this more simple natural makeup is the makeup that I feel I look the best in. So like the super heavy makeup, it gives like maybe like the super heavy makeup makes you feel like more sexy, I guess. It's more like, I don't know. It's like different types of makeup give you a different appearance, right? And I feel like very heavy makeup I feel like is associated more with like um I don't know how to say this in like a respectful way. It's almost like, this is gonna sound bad, but it's honest truth. Like wearing super heavy makeup at times is associated with like, how do I say this? Basically like very sexual things in a sense, because I don't know, like where women wear that heavy makeup a lot of times, like I don't know. When you wear heavy makeup, it's like obviously I think how you choose whatever makeup look you choose to do, it is your personal choice. How like people like different types of makeup on them. I'm only speaking for my personal experience, and this is in no way me saying it's wrong to wear makeup or women shouldn't wear makeup. I feel like that's really up to each individual person to decide for themselves. If a woman doesn't want to wear any makeup at all, that's perfectly fine. If a woman wants to wear all of the makeup she can find in her house, that's fine. I'm literally just sharing what I've kind of, how I've come to feel about it now, just from like, and it's very recently. So I think the last makeup look I did, I attempted a 90s makeup look. And while I was doing it, I was just like, this feels like way too much makeup for me. Like, I was like, this is not the amount of makeup I would want to wear every day. Honestly, most days I don't care to wear makeup anyways. Um, but yeah, I just feel like my ideas and thoughts on makeup are slowly shifting, and I'm kind of liking the less is more makeup look more than the more is more types of makeup. Because I used to like the, well, I don't know, I'm still probably gonna do like colorful makeup every now and again, or just like I said, when I do my makeup, it's usually just for fun. It's not because I'm trying to have a certain look or meet a certain aesthetic. The one thing though, did I even finish my cosmetology story? I feel like I didn't. Sorry, guys. So, when I was in cosmetology school, I would do these crazy fun makeup looks. It was when I was really first getting into makeup, or I shouldn't say I wasn't first getting into it, but I was just really into makeup and trying to, hone my craft. I was getting better at it, and that's honestly, I think that period is when I started actually getting a lot better at makeup. So I would do my makeup every day and I would wear lashes every day, but it got to a point where I was wearing lashes so much that on days I wasn't wearing lashes, I would feel naked and I would feel ugly. And I did not like feeling that way because I wasn't wearing like lashes or I wasn't wearing makeup. So after cosmetology school, I pretty much went back like I still did my makeup. You can actually watch all of the videos, I makeup videos. Most of them are still on my channel in like the old videos. If you go all the way down to my page. Actually, for those of y'all who don't know on YouTube, if you go to like the actual channel page, you go to the video text section, there's like a button you can press where it will show all of the videos from oldest to newest instead of the newest to oldest. So my very first videos, y'all will see, used to be just all makeup videos. I was always just doing my makeup just for fun and just for, I was bored and I didn't have anything to do. In a lot of ways, that's still kind of what I do when I get bored. I do my makeup just for fun. It's really just, like I said, more for like the creativity of it and trying new things. But I still think ultimately I feel my best in makeup that is more light and more natural than I do in super heavy makeup. So, yeah, I think I do think, and I want to say this, maybe it comes from, I don't think like all drag queens, because people like Jeffree Star, there's a lot of men in the beauty industry now. There's a lot of men that own very popular makeup brands. Like, I don't think like someone being like drag queen makeup, I feel like is not what I'm attacking. It's more so just, I feel like the the way it got popularized maybe came from people trying to recreate it. I don't know. But I feel like the 2016's era of makeup is when I was really into makeup, and that makeup was super heavy, super bold, super over the top, very like glamour. You had to wear lashes, you had to have the cut crease and everything. So maybe like, I don't know. There is a lot of, I don't know who actually influenced all of this, all of the makeup looks that got popularized. Like, I would love, well, I'm probably not going to do a deep dive, but if anyone does a deep dive into it, I feel like there's just been a lot more. There's a lot more, I feel like, men in the beauty industry than there were a couple of years ago. Like, I feel like in the early 2000s when I was first learning how to do makeup, it was mostly women doing makeup, and I feel like the beauty industry now is a lot more men. And I wonder if that plays any role with it. I'm not going to say for sure, but I do think, just depending on how you look at it, there definitely is a difference with, I feel like, older older style makeup versus some of the new one. I do think though, like the clean girl makeup aesthetic is the one that is the most natural looking. I'm also not saying like you should shape how you do your makeup to how to whether or not men will find it attractive on you. Like, that's also not what I'm saying. I'm more so saying like how you do your makeup should be in a way that you actually like the like the way you look, I guess. And that's like a healthy relationship with it. So, I mean, I know a lot of women who, say they would never leave their house without makeup on. Like, they have to have makeup on to feel like they're put together. I wouldn't say put myself in that box. I feel like I'm more so of a, it really just depends on the day. Some days I feel like doing my makeup. Most days I don't. If I get bored, I might do it, or if I just want to try to do a makeup. But most days I really don't wear a lot of makeup, or most days I don't wear any makeup. But like I said, I feel like I'm starting to like the less is more typed makeup versus the super glam makeup that I typically was doing. And I feel like that video I made was like the first time I did like a glam look, and I was like, I actually don't feel like this makes me look better, or that this is the best I can look as, I don't know, a woman, or just for my personal how I guess I perceive myself. So really, I don't know. That's just something new I wanted to share because I don't know how many other people. I feel like there's like as a woman, I'm not saying you have to wear makeup at all. Um or it's like important to wear your makeup a certain way. It's really just for someone who used to be very into makeup and really loved like that glamour looks. That was the first time I did it and I felt ugly and I almost was just like this feels like too much. And I almost did feel like this like it made me look like a drag queen in a certain sense. Like sometimes I feel like the super over the top makeup that is associated with drag queens, when women do that, it makes them look like drag queens. Now, whether or not that's what those women are going for, I don't know. But like I said, I personally don't am not trying to look like a drag queen when I do my makeup. No offense or hate to drag queens because I feel like those makeup looks that they do are, very specific things. They're supposed to be bold over their top. They're supposed to be, you know, super super extra because that's what their vibe is. But for me, just like I feel like when I do my makeup, that wouldn't be my goal. So it almost made me feel less feminine doing the more heavy makeup. So I don't know. That's just something I guess I'm thinking about and wondering, how much influence maybe that has over how some people are doing their makeup, or if it's really like maybe I'm just reading too much into it. But I don't know. I definitely think like heavier makeup almost seems to make women look more masculine in a sense. I guess that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, do y'all think that the super heavy makeup can appear more masculine because there's this subconscious where we know that there's a culture of very heavy makeup in the drag community, or if it's just something that like when did super heavy makeup get popular? I don't know. And I also feel like maybe that poses the question, does watching male MUAs with more masculine features do their makeup and women copying how they do their makeup make their makeup look more masculine? That's another question I could ask. I don't know. Just something to think about, guys.